Hello. Let me ask you something. Do you believe in everything that YouTubers say about immigration? Do you really believe that everything that they say will reflect in your immigration journey in the same way? Today, I want to talk to you about the expectation, reality, and how dangerous it can be to build your decision based only on the others people experience. I got my license to work as a lawyer in 2016. Remember, before that, I worked in the shop repair. I worked and studied. At that time, I was very excited to start work, get clients, build new career, and moving forward in life. But before starting, I stopped for a moment and thought about everything it took for me to reach that point. Remember the video I say about sacrifice? Many nights without sleep, distance from social life, study and work at the same time, eating fast food because I didn't have a time for proper meals. And even going through a divorce. So I made a decision. Before I start my professional life, I would take some time to travel. Style is a kind of me time. I heard this in my son cartoon, Peppa Pig. And the first place that came to my mind was the United States. Between us and Brasilia is a famous country. Many Brazilians see the United States as kind of perfect place, almost like a paradise where everyone is successful, where life is easy, where people are rich, and where everything works perfectly. It's kind of la la land in our mind. Most because to Hollywood at the time. Remember, this was around 2016. YouTube was not what it is today. There were a few channels, and people tend to believe almost everything they watch. It's still this way, but we have more information than before. And on the point that traditional media was already losing strength, credibility, and YouTube was growing fast. I still believe that the traditional media is still going down. Many of the channels that I watch were from Brazilians living in the United States. They share their experience, how they live there, how they eat, what they go, how they do. Something legal is something legal. I just separated what I'm looking for. Because I'm just looking for go and stay over there in the legal path. I just separated well what I'm wanna looking for, what I wanna watching. And I give some advice about how to live on that end. Here is the important point. Many of them influencing my perception by repeat the same idea. Ready? That America are cold and do not like immigrants. I saw this it's too many Brazilian videos at time, yeah? The bad experience that they had with Americans. This is I've been worried about. That idea stay in my mind, not because I experienced it, but because I hear it again and again from Brazilian YouTubers. At the time, my English is a broken English, was not good. I still learn, okay? I still improve. And that idea made me worry. So I started to focus a lot on my behavior think about how people would treat me, how I should act, and how I would be received. Well, in 2017, I arrived in the United States. My destination was Boston, beautiful city. On my first day, I got lost in the city because those that went to Boston before or living there no have a the way that a city is building is the street is different. Located if you don't know nothing about that. Eh? So I got lost. I didn't speak English well. I didn't know how to use GPS properly, and I felt completely disoriented. So I asked for help from a man who was cleaning the street. He immediately realized that I was new in the country. He stopped what he was doing, listening to me patient, and instead to just give direction, he walked with me to the corner of and show me exactly where to go. That moment changes something in my mind. I'm surprised, you know. To be honest, I expect another behavior, but that surprised me. Later, in other situation, still in Boston, huh, the system works more with trends. Over there, I don't have a subway, and I didn't know how to buy a ticket. I was confused. I tried to understand what to do, and I talked to staff at the station. It's so much difficult. They opened the gates. They allow me enter like a, you can get the train and explain for me patiently how to buy a ticket, include the difference between one way and the ticket to month pass. Again, kindness. Other example, in another moment. I was in the drugstore, just for curiosity. Drugstore in Brazil, just drugstore. Most of you can see is a fridge for you buy water or juice. But in the United States, totally different. It's feel like a convenience store, you know? You can get almost everything inside drugstore. I was buying protein bar, but I was confused about the price system. There was a regular price, a discounted price, and another promotion, like if you buy more items, no? When I went to pay, the cashier charged me the original price. I asked about discount because I took three protein bars. In that situation, it looks like a get two, buy two and get one for free, something like that. And he didn't want to give me a discount. He explained that I needed to kind of registration. You guys use a kind of token that time, use a token like a pen drive to scan, and they took your information and give you a discount. I thought I it's kind of I needed American ID, which I didn't have. I was about to give up when the lady behind me offered to use her account so I could receive the discount. I remember the discount. The price is around $26, original price. With discount is around 17. I never forgot that. She didn't know. She didn't know me. She had no obligation, but she helped me anyway. In that moment, I realized something very important. I really, the reality was living was completely different from what I had been told. I spent 6 months in the United States, and what I experienced was kind, patient, and respectful people. When when I left USA, part of me want to stay. It's, it's not because the, the country, but it's because the people, because the kindness, the patience, the it's totally different idea that I got from YouTube videos. Totally different. It's other reality. So this is my experience that I understood. Videos on YouTube, okay, don't get me wrong, it's good, but I, for my experience, I learned that what they live, if it's some Brazilian got bad experience, it's their experience. It's not mean you can get the same situation. Even with a positive way, if maybe you can get doing good in life in other country, maybe USA, no matter, Canada, no matter, it's not mean you can get too. It's their life, their experience. So this is my situation. When you talk about or you're looking for law, today we have open information. You have a Google, AI, you have social media, you have it's the world in your hand. But about Brazil, the law is different. The law here works, looks this way. They have a law, they have other law to regulate this law, and they have a public department that will apply this law. They have one staff that just care about to understand how this law will be applied. And because of the system, the law change every day. And not just change, but sometimes there are some confused about. In this case, when you take your journey to immigration Brazil, I advise you looking for your lawyer, listen what they say, and when you talk to a lawyer, forget YouTube video. Listen what your lawyer is saying because they are professional. They use the law as a tool. They study for understand how to help you, how to guide you. About the others information, like the way the foreigner live in Brazil, they got bad experience or good experience. Live your experience. Don't let this situation influence in the way that your plans, your journey. Okay? This for today. I hope you learned something because I did learn a lot about this. I keep learning. And I see you next one. Bye now.